Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, one of the best games ever made. It's also one of the hardest to run games ever made, because this game, from what I know, was released exclusively on the PS5, but thanks to Sony, they have released it for the PC on Steam, which is absolutely amazing, because a PS5 game can now be played on handheld such as the MSI Claw 8 AI+, and this is absolutely amazing, you know, because this is one of the best games ever made. Unfortunately, this is one of the hardest to run games, you know. I mean, it's a PS5 game, so what do you expect? So in this video I'm going to show you guys the best settings for this game, okay? The best settings that you can use to get the best performance and the best visuals. But before we begin, let me quickly show you guys what this game is like on the Steam store. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Steam store, as you guys can see, has got an average of 80%. Now I was expecting a lot more for this game. I was expecting around 90%, 93% for this game. So I'm guessing the reason why it has only 80% is because maybe a lot of people are finding it quite difficult to run on their computers. So a very good game, but you know, a very hard to run game. Also, this game is one of the most expensive games on Steam at £65. Even though it has an 80% overall rating on Steam store, I myself would give this game a 9.3 out of 10. It was released in January 2025. So let me show you guys the best settings. This is one of the most hardest to run areas in the game. In the beginning, when you first start playing, you do get like around 50 to 60 FPS, but once you come to this town, as you guys can see, there are a lot of NPCs, and the FPS, as you can see, is not really that high. It's only around 40 FPS. Actually, let me increase the size of the FPS. So the software I'm using to have the FPS overlay is GPD Motion Assistant. I have made another video where you can, you know, see how to use the software and how to get the FPS overlay. So let me increase the size to about 5. So now you guys can see the FPS that I'm getting in the most difficult area in the game. It is around well, 30 to 40 FPS, mostly in the high 30s and going into the 40s, and it plays okay. I mean, this is a very difficult to run game, so to be honest with you, like, this is completely fine to play the game like this. It looks good enough. Now in terms of the settings, how I got this game to run at the settings, so let's go to the settings now. So system, options, graphics, and as you can see, I am running at 720p. So this is a very difficult to run game, and I recommend you guys to use 720p. Unfortunately, 1080p is too much for this handhelds on the MSI Claw 8. So 720p, 60 FPS. Display is VRR, because on the Claw 8 we have VRR. Graphic quality to custom. Now with the resolution scaling, this is, you know, personal preference. You can use whichever resolution scaling you want, but personally for me, I'm just going to try 66% as the max and 50% as the minimum. The background and ocean is medium. Everything else is high, so I'm just gonna play around with low and see, you know, what kind of FPS we get. Character models, everything I'm gonna put resolution, we can put to medium. fog quality to low. Now this is very important. Make sure you use TAAU. Don't use TAA because TAA can make the game look very blurry. Okay, let me show you what it looks like with TAA. So now I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but I can tell you it looks very blurry and very bad. Okay, definitely do not play like this. I'm just gonna go back into the system, graphics, and I'm gonna change the anti-aliasing method to TAAU. Now if you have a look, it is so much sharper and looks so much better. So this is one of the mistakes that people make with this game, is they use the wrong anti-aliasing and they think the way to fix the blurriness is to increase the resolution. No, the solution is not to increase the resolution but to fix the TAAU method. So let me go back to the options and have a look. So yeah guys, this is basically it. These are the settings that I use for this game. So max at 66% and minimum at 50. Let me go ahead and go to 33% as the minimum, just to see what kind of FPS we get. So with the minimum at 33%, I can see the game is now a bit blurrier, and this is not really that good. If you want more FPS, then yeah, this is what you should do, but to be honest with you, it doesn't look as good as before. So what I'm going to do is I am going to increase the resolution scaling. So let me go back and increase the resolution scaling from 100% to maybe like 50% and see what that looks like. And also background model to low, ocean to low. So basically everything is low apart from texture. Texture you can leave at medium or even high because that's not going to impact performance that much on this handheld. So let's see what it looks like now. And it's looking a lot better. Wow, the performance is pretty smooth. Actually guys, this looks amazing. So smooth. So at these settings you're getting the best possible experience you can have on the MSI Claw 8AI Plus. The graphics look really sharp. The resolution looks amazing. And this is, you know, the most difficult area in the game, at least from what I know. And if you're getting over 50 FPS in the most difficult area to run in the game, then I mean you're gonna be completely fine getting 60 FPS in the rest of the game. So yeah guys, this game is more than playable on the MSI Claw 8. Okay, so if you're thinking of getting this game, I mean, in my opinion, it's an absolute must, especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan. This is one of the best Final Fantasy games ever made, and the fact that we can play it on a PC handheld, I mean, what a time to be alive. A few other things to consider is I have disabled CPU boost. Actually, let me play around with CPU boost to see if it makes an impact on this game. So currently, as you guys saw, this was with CPU boost off. Okay, so let me just stand here, move the camera around. We're getting around 46 FPS with CPU boost off, and let me enable CPU boost, see what we get now. So now I'm getting, well, kind of similar performance, maybe 1 FPS less, and yeah guys, 1.2 hours of battery life at 47%. So you're getting around almost 3 hours with this game, which is absolutely crazy. That's amazing. So I'll just turn CPU boost off because it's better to keep it off. It will give you probably more battery life and better performance. The TDP I'm using on this game is, so if I go to the MSI Center RAM and use a scenario, As you can see, I am using 25 watts for the PL1 and 26 for the PL2. This should be the max watts you should use on any game, because any more and you get diminishing returns, it's not worth it. So 25 watts is what I'm using for this game. And you guys can see the watts I'm using at the top left here. So this is the watts at the CPU that I'm currently using, okay, so about 25. And the total watts used by the system is over here around 35.7. And this is the kind of FPS I'm getting with these wattages. This is how you should play this game with these settings. If there are any other games you want me to show you, make sure you like, subscribe and comment down below and let me know which other games you guys would like me to show you in my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.